Hi everyone, it's Laurel O'Sullivan, your Astro Advocate, here to help you tap into the energies of this week, which includes Mars going direct, new moon in Scorpio, and Jupiter and Pluto conjunction. What does this all mean? And how, most importantly, can you use this in your own life to tap into your highest potential, your highest power, and connect to your intuition, which is that energy inside of us, that voice that is attuned to the larger energies around us. So the first big thing happening this week is Jupiter and Pluto coming together on November 12th. This is big. This is a conjunction that only happens every 13 years. And these are two of the biggest energies, heavy hitter planets in the universe coming together. So we have Pluto, which is our power that we only can access after we undergo deep transformation and change. And then we have Jupiter, which is about expansion, but it's also about our higher selves, the highest potentials within us. So when those come together, some call it the Millionaires Junction, but the idea really is that you are being given an opportunity to access greater wealth, greater prosperity, greater abundance, greater resources, opportunities for resources, than would otherwise occur. And this is one of the big cycles coming to an end this year that has sort of flavored or characterized this year. It also refers to the expansion of power, for good or for bad. Power isn't always used in the most positive way. So this is an opportunity for you. And this is really important energy this week because it's connecting to the new moon. This is a really important opportunity for us to connect to our dreams, to connect to our visions, to go to that deepest part of ourselves, and to become more deeply self-accepting, and to make peace with the parts of ourselves. Jupiter is, as I said, a benefic. It represents the sort of the angels, the higher angels within all of us. So it's wanting us to connect to that expansive part of ourselves, and to, with the energy of Pluto there, it's about expansion. It's about bringing forward and bringing to light that highest part of ourselves. And Pluto is about connecting to the hidden parts of ourselves that are not always on display. So the two of these together are lending this expansive flavor to the energy this week of wanting you to connect to your deepest, higher selves. At the same time, we have that energy happening on November 12th. We have Mars going direct the very next day. And Mars has been retrograde since September 9th in Aries. Mars is our drive, our ambition, our desire. It's how we materialize the things that we most want. And so when it's been retrograde, this has been an opportunity for us to reflect, to internalize this energy, to get a lot of clarity on what are the things that we most desire. And depending upon where it is in your chart, you may have actually been able to execute on that. So Mars in Aries is about assertion, and it's about getting to the truth. And so as it stations direct, we're being asked, have you learned the lessons? Where do you feel empowered, and where do you not feel empowered? Because things are going to finally start moving forward. Projects will start moving forward that maybe have been delayed. The actions that you've been putting into something, perhaps your job, your relationship, where you have felt frustrated and things aren't moving forward, complicated and stressful aspects of your life will start to straighten out. And this is a process over the next month as Mars moves direct and then it moves out of shadow. So it's about transforming ourselves from the inside out whenever we have a planet that was once retrograde now going direct. So this is about making a choice as well. Mars has been, sort of hibernating within us, our desires, and we've had a lot of time to become conscious, or maybe not. It's always a choice whether we tap into these energies. So where have you become conscious of what matters in your life, of what's important to you? And because we have this Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, that's kind of, as I said, lending a flavor of magnifying all of these. decision points that we're making. And the third part of this week is that we have this new moon in Scorpio. So Scorpio is also ruled by Mars, which is now direct. And this new moon that's happening on November 14th at 11:05 p.m. Central Time, which is midnight Eastern Time in the United States, happening at 23 degrees of Scorpio. Scorpio, again, the energy of the truth teller, the truth finder, getting to the bottom of things. And this is a very simple energy, or a simple new moon. It's about, it's a really healing energy, because Scorpio is about death and rebirth. And so this week in November is a bit of like a watershed week. It's about pivoting and beginning to be, it's like the beginning of the new beginnings for 2021. So there aren't a lot of complicated aspects to this new moon. In fact, even though it's a new moon, which is about setting new intentions, it's when the moon and the sun are together and the energy is here for the next 30 days. So over the next 30 days, we will get more and more clarity. And this new moon is connecting with the Jupiter Pluto conjunction. There's an exact, what's called a sextile. And basically all you need to know about that is it represents an opportunity for us to connect to our dreams, to connect to all those things that I just described that Jupiter and Pluto represent. So this new moon is very supportive. It wants to see us move forward, to have new beginnings, to have more prosperity, to make the choices about what's important to us in our life, to expand our field of vision. And because Mars is a ruler of both Scorpio and Aries, I want to share for you where this might be occurring in your life for you. And for Aries, you're going to feel this Mars forward direct energy happening in the, it's you, it's your vitality, it's your identity, it's your physicality, your appearance. It's also just about the deepest part of how you define yourself. And for Taurus, this is, you might be feeling new beginnings or things emerging around your consciousness, around the parts of yourself that have maybe been hidden from you, or projects that have been in the background and you're now ready to feel ready to move forward with them. Gemini, your 11th house, which is the house of friendships and associations, but also your long-term goals. So maybe there's been some reflecting and redoing and revision of your goals, but also the connections and associations that you have. Cancer, this is your career. Mars is going direct in your career. Where might there be an opportunity for taking that ambition, that drive, that desire that you now have much more clarity about and moving forward? And for Leo, this is how you see the world. It's your higher perspective, your higher vision. It's also higher education. So are there new perspectives or new shifts in how you see the world that have developed for you? Virgo, this is the house of intimacy and transformation and shared resources. So maybe during this time you've been experiencing some challenge or some power struggles over that, or some lack of clarity on how to achieve those things in your life. And you're ready now for new birth, for new beginnings, for new prosperity, for moving forward in that area. For Libra, this is your house of relationship, one-on-one partnerships, whether it's marriage or business or clients or the public. This is an opportunity for new prosperity, new beginnings, and new awakening and consciousness in this area of your life. And Scorpio, while the new moon is about you, the Mars energy that's being awoken this week, this is going to revitalize the area of life that has to do with your health, with your everyday habits, and with your work. So you might be feeling renewed vitality and commitment and an opportunity for new beginnings in that area of your life. And for Sagittarius, this is your 5th house, which has to do with creative self-expression. Also our children, but the things that bring us joy in life, but also how we take risk, how we assess risk. But it really has to do with our creativity, our vitality, our joy, and how we express ourselves. So you could be feeling some forward movement and momentum here regarding any of those areas. Capricorn, this is around your home, your family of origin, where you live. There may be some forward movement or how you feel most emotionally secure in the world as well. And for Aquarius, your third house of communications, you might have been feeling stalled or delayed around communications projects, around communication in general, anything to do with, email, marketing, sales, online, social media, how you communicate in general. And now you might feel a forward boost, and in fact, a new opportunity, a new beginning in a significant way. And Pisces, this is your house of resources. Mars is going direct, bringing new vitality around how you understand what's important to you, what values, but also what resources are available to you. So this is a really big week. It's a watershed week. There's a lot of intensity, but we're basically being supported and being given an opportunity for creating prosperity, for creating new beginnings, for having this clarity now that Mars is going direct about what's important, what do we want to go for, and where has our consciousness been awakened, because we always have a choice. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. I hope that you can use some of these questions as guideposts for yourself as we navigate and continue to navigate this kind of gnarly year that is 2020. And if you enjoyed what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. I do try to make these succinct and to the point so that you can use them as a tool in your own life. And I look forward to, if you have any comments or suggestions on what you'd like to hear about in a video, I'm open to that. I'd love to hear from you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.